Welcome to another episode of the Generational Yap podcast with your hosts, Harmony and Sage. Before we start, just know this show is opinion based using publicly available information. If we mention allegations, they are alleged. We're talking culture, nostalgia, and sharing our hot takes. Let's yap, y'all.
Hi, Harmony. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Sage. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I have watched this movie. I'm going to tell
Yes.
everybody it's House Party.
Yes.
I've watched it twice now this week and loved it. Loved it both times. So I told you I had really whack parents and I would have to sneak
Yes.
around and watch this movie. But I never was able to watch it from beginning to end. So I watched it in snippets. This is the first time ever I've watched it from beginning to end, and I loved it.
Excited for you that you got to have that experience.
I loved every bit of it. It's an old movie, but 1990, matter of fact.
Mhm. So
It's
I was
great.
3 when the
Oh my
movie came out.
Harmony.
Sorry. That's just for our listeners.
Well, I wasn't 3.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, matter of fact, I was just about to say, like, the fashion in this movie brought me back to high school.
I wrote down that I loved the bright colors that everybody was wearing. It was fun, and it's not like the typical where people just wear black all the time, which I will do that. I'm one of those people, or people
Guilty.
wear monochrome. They
Yeah.
really had fun with their clothes, and that was awesome to see.
Sydney, my favorite
Yes.
character in the whole movie,
Yes.
I adored back then, and I adore now, her outfit that she wore to the party.
Yes.
And I Bilal, is that his name, Bilal? The
Mhm.
Martin Lawrence guy, um,
Yes.
they wore back then, they wore vest over everything back then. I
Mhm.
did it. There was nothing more exciting to me than getting a new vest.
I love it.
It never occurred to me that there would be a time in my life where I would be like, "A new vest?"
You know what reminded me of? When their one friend who, got wasted and passed out, he's in that, like, business suit, the
Yeah.
business casual look. It reminded me of when I went to the club in the college because we also had that business era in, like, 2006 to 2010 where the men were in their vests and the girls were in a blouse and a skirt to go to the club.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even I'm gonna say even before that era, we were heading towards that strongly.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're a lot more casual when it comes to fashion
Mhm.
nowadays. Back then, it was just all fashion oriented, everything, even hip hop, everything. Hip hop brought that in, matter of fact. I'm going to have to say that they're the ones who made everybody care about fashion.
Great, because you remember every rapper at one point had their own fashion line?
Yes, I do. And when you
Yes.
said that, I was thinking about P. Diddy's, unfortunately. Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Sean John, and then Nelly had Apple Bottom.
Which has made a big
Jay
comeback.
Yes, I saw that. Oh, Kimora Lee had Baby Fat. Like, it was a big deal.
Mhm. Yeah, apple bottom jeans. Did you ever have any?
I never had any, and I
Me
never had
neither.
the boots with the fur either.
No, I kinda feel like I've missed out on that. I actually
Same.
was looking the other day at apple bottom jeans,
Okay.
and, I don't like the way that they are sized.
Oh, okay, how are they sized now?
Well, I don't know. You know how, like, in the United States, we have, like, 6, 8, 12, whatever, but
Yeah.
they're more like a double zero or 3
Oh.
zeros or something like that. It's very unique,
Hmm. Yeah, that's
and
different.
that just doesn't give me an idea of what I need,
Same.
especially if I'm ordering online.
Period. Because if that's the only place you can get them, how do you expect me to find my size? And I don't wanna buy multiples and then have to send multiples back.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But I do love the idea of having a little bit more room in the back and not having to alter your clothing just because you've got a little junk in the trunk.
That would
That
be nice,
yeah.
and junk in the trunk is more celebrated now.
Thank God for that.
Amen.
I lived through the era of a flat ass being the best, and
Mhm.
I look at that now and I think that's really not attractive.
No. I feel like we both lived through where heroin chic
Yes.
was the thing to be.
Yeah.
And I look back on that time and I was like, no wonder so many girls have eating disorders because society pushed such an unrealistic body type on us all.
I was running several miles a day and celebrating hunger pains just to be super, super thin, and I was super thin. But now we are living through a gym era, thank God for that, where we're all worried
Amen.
about protein, so I'm thankful.
Same protein and fiber and finding something that you enjoy as movement of your body. Like if you don't like running, don't run. If you like Pilates, do Pilates. If you want to CrossFit, do CrossFit. But find what works for you.
Yeah, the other day, I think I told you this, I have one of those from the, like, the '90s, the steps, because step aerobics has gotten back in fad now, I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah.
So, I got one of those steps and I thought, I'm all for, like, building up the quads so that when I'm old, I don't have knee problems and all that.
Yeah.
So I was doing it, and I'm like, "I freaking hate this." So, being a shorty, I took it over to the washing machine. I thought, "I'm just gonna quit falling into my washing machine when I try to." So now it's my step for my washing machine.
Listen, there you go. You tried it, it didn't work for
No,
you. You found another use.
that's right.
Yes.
Uh, so yeah, I love the vest, the scrunchy socks.
Yes.
Scrunchy socks were such a big thing back there. I mean, you would go and have a pair of socks for each outfit.
Can't even imagine that for myself because I hate socks. I hate shoes. My
Same.
family makes fun of me all the time. They're like, "Girl, put some socks on." I just don't enjoy if I could be barefoot 24/7 a day, would do it in a heartbeat.
So, I've been an entrepreneur now for 23 years,
Uh-huh.
and that means I work from my house barefooted. One of the things that made me really think twice before getting this second degree and changing careers was the
Mhm.
fact I was going to have to wear shoes.
When I'm at work at my desk, like my shoes are not on.
Okay,
They just aren't. Now, when I obviously get up and move outside of my desk, I put my shoes on.
sure.
But it's like a joke. One of my friends who I used to work with at my job, she'd be like, "I'm coming over to your office. Put your shoes on." And I'm like, "Okay."
Do that. I might get some slip ons.
That's what I do.
Um, okay, okay. I have to do something where it's comfortable because I'm walking like, oh, miles and miles a day.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a lot.
yeah. So I've been doing the tennis shoe thing. But, on, I think it's Family Guy where he calls shoes foot prisons.
Yes,
So relatable.
yes, I agree wholeheartedly.
Um, Kid and Play, I loved Kid and Play growing up, had to hide that, of course.
Yeah.
And when Kid woke up with the little thingy on his head, he's wearing a bonnet that wasn't a bonnet. You gotta
Yes,
protect that, right?
absolutely,
Oh,
because
the
it would get flat otherwise.
the hairspray.
Hey,
Oh
I feel
my
like he
gosh.
used a whole can of hairspray on that hair.
Do you understand that was the norm for everybody back then?
That's wild to me.
Yeah. I haven't had hairspray in decades,
Yeah,
but I
I
sure did then.
I have hairspray, but I've probably had the same bottle for years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a conversation we used to always have, is like, "What kind of hairspray?" And most people would say Aquanet.
Well, I've heard of that. I don't know if I've ever used Aquanet.
Aquanet Super Hold. Yep.
Wow. I think I have, like, herbal essence in there.
Well, see, that's too soft. That's you need hardcore stuff, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, and he woke up and he had that bonnet thing on his head, and his dad's telling him, "You've gotta come and eat." And he said something like, "It would help if you didn't call it shit." Like, "You gotta go eat your shit, and it would help if you didn't call it shit."
It's like, "That's not appetizing, Dad. Try again."
But you know those guys when he got in a fight in the, cafeteria?
Yeah, the full force guys.
Those reminded me of Mr. T wannabes.
Agree, and I wrote down in my notes, "Not these men are 35 playing high schoolers."
Well, you too? I said they look like they're
Yes.
40 in my notes.
Yes, they are definitely grown men. I'm like, "Y'all couldn't
Okay.
find anybody else that looked younger?"
I mean, the guy could have graying hair and it wouldn't surprise me in that movie.
Absolutely.
I thought that was just crazy. By the way, I loved the dad.
Yes, he was a good dad. He tried to do the best by his son.
Whenever I was watching this when I was young, I thought, basically, such a horrible person, right?
'Cause you think, "Oh, you're too overprotective, you're not letting your son live." But I feel like once you grow up, you're like, "No, he had rules and boundaries, and kids need structure."
He wanted the best for his son.
Absolutely.
So, and he was working so hard.
He really was. He was tired. That man was exhausted trying to provide for his child.
Can we talk about the time when he went to try to find his son, which is admirable, by the way? Okay. And
Yes.
he walks into that party and saying, he said, "You better not commit a crime. They'll follow that." What was it, jail or something? I'm not sure what he
His
said.
like, Jerry curl, he
Yeah.
was like, follow the drip." He was clowning on those kids. He did not care.
He said so many things then that just cracked me up. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
I love the dad.
what about those cops?
Okay, so from somebody who's taken gun safety classes, I'll tell you my opinion about that cop. He had his finger on the trigger the entire time. And if
Mhm.
you're not willing to shoot, you don't have your finger on the trigger.
Exactly. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
They were doing the most the whole movie. Then at that party when they have all the boys on the ground and they're like, "Repeat after me. I am somebody." Like, please get out of my face with this.
And then when they pull over, well, the dad was walking and they
Mhm.
stopped him. And the dad, again, cracks me up. He's like, "I'm going to go and mind my own damn business." And of course, the way he says it is so funny. He can land a line really good.
He was an awesome comedian. He's the voice behind I don't know if you ever saw the cartoon Baby's Kids.
No. Okay.
Yeah, he was the voice behind that. It was me and my brother used to watch the heck out of that video. It was hilarious.
Found it weird too that Sydney, who's a
Mhm.
rich girl,
Yeah.
was friends with, is it Shireen?
Terrain, yep.
Right. I guess Shireen's from the ghetto,
Mhm.
right?
From
She
projects, yeah.
from the projects and lived a totally different life.
Mhm.
But they were still friends, and that's kinda cool.
No, I love that because I have friends who are totally different from me, who've had totally different life experience, and by chance, we met in a class together and just connected and vibed, or maybe we met at work and connected and vibed. And I feel like it helps open your mind a little bit, you know?
Yes, it does. Like, right now, I would be totally fine with that, but growing up, I definitely would not have been hanging out with somebody who lived in the projects. But now, I couldn't care less. I don't care how much money you have or don't have, you know? If I like you, I
Yeah,
like you.
absolutely. I agree. Oh my gosh. I used to have the biggest crush on Play. And as I rewatched this movie, I was like, I must have just been being shallow and thought he looked good because he was a half ass friend.
He was horrible. The way he first of all, we gotta talk about the yellow Chevette, okay?
Gosh.
Yeah. So Chevettes, I know you're a young one, so I'm going to have to tell you,
Mhm.
they were called, Push-Its. So they call them
Oh,
Chevy Push-Its. No, I'm sorry,
okay.
Shove-Its. That's what it was, Shove-Its,
Shove it. The
'cause
way
they
he
were
was
likely to
shoving his records in the back.
Yeah. Well, they're very likely to break down, so you would have to shove it out of the way. So,
Oh,
yeah, they're a
okay.
cheap car. But, yeah, he loads all that stuff up, has his girlfriend in the front seat, don't even wanna
Mhm.
talk about that, and
No.
then leaves his friend when he takes his
For
friend's stuff.
hours because it was light when he left and it was dark when he came back.
Martin Lawrence, by the way, I love him.
He is hilarious,
Yeah,
and him and Tisha Campbell have worked together forever. I love their show Martin.
me
So
too.
good. Yes, it's
Oh, I
a
love that.
classic.
Oh, yeah. Of course, Tisha you said Tisha Martin? No, Tisha
Tisha well,
Campbell.
Tisha Campbell Martin, but I think she
Y
just goes by Tisha Campbell now.
Yeah, she played Sydney in the show.
Yes.
Yeah, so I couldn't get over, though, you were talking about the cops. That is a
Mhm.
prime example of racially profiling.
At 100%
Yeah.
preach.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't doing anything wrong, even if they're going over there having a party, which was not smart. It's
Yeah,
not
not at all.
illegal.
Yeah, I'm walking down the street and you're stopping me? Like, what?
Oh, and that neighbor.
The one who was getting it on?
Oh, no, but let's talk about that. He jumps the fence. Kid jumps
Yes.
the fence because they're after him, and he sees this big old guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting it on with his God knows who, and it's loud. It's
Mhm.
comical. Would you say
Window
it's
wide open.
yeah? And kid's face was like in shock. And then those other guys are trying to find kid, and they climb the fence, and they're like being real loud, and the guy's making the noises as he's getting the gun out. So they
Yes.
think that he's still having sex, but no, he starts shooting.
And he got up real quick. He was like, "You perverts." He was
Yeah.
not playing around. And I'm like, "Sir, close your window and just close the window."
Well, that was our last week's PSA, right?
Yes.
Close the windows.
Yes, and make sure the curtains are fully closed as well.
It might break the mood for just a moment, but you'll thank us.
Yes.
He climbs the fence and then he runs to the party. And the party, let's talk about the party.
Oh, man.
Well, it's a hell of a party.
I wrote down, "Would you have snuck out of the house for this party?" Because I
Good
would've.
question.
I would've.
Okay.
I never even snuck out of the house, but the way this party looked, I feel like I needed to be there.
Sure. Can you
Yeah.
imagine how hot it was? All those people. It was full
Mhm.
of people all up on each other. That had
And
to be hot.
I was praying that people bathe and use deodorant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the guy's bad breath, by the way.
Oh my god, Bilal. They were like, "Oh, dragon breath."
Did he never understand that was a problem to be taken care of? He was offended by
Yes.
the accusation. It's
Sir, brush your teeth. Like, use some mouthwash. If everybody's saying it, the problem actually might be you. Let's check your dental hygiene.
oh, so I was talking about the neighbor besides the
Mhm.
man having sex. I was talking about the
John
neighbor.
Witherspoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the one who was calling the cops.
Yeah. And he's
Yep, that
like,
was John Witherspoon.
I paid $15,000 for this house. And I'm like, you damn boomers. This is why we don't like you.
Yes. And then he and his wife is asleep. She was like, "You need to call the cops on yourself."
Yeah. He is like public enema.
Yes. What the hell is a public enema?
Oh my gosh. But then he's
Oh,
commenting on the girls, how they look and stuff. He was such
mhm.
a creep. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
like, "You should find out where she got that skirt."
did he say that? I missed that part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you remember when a kid goes to well, he kind of like accidentally crashes that fancy gala where the guy is
Yes.
being a DJ and he's like blowing off the dusties off for the dusties or something like that.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Yeah, and kids trying to rap and it doesn't go well.
No,
But
that rap was not good.
I loved the DJ though. The DJ was just so cool.
Yes, that DJ was he the DJ from that group Parliament? I need
Maybe.
to look it up. I thought that was him.
Do you remember he said something like might cry 2 tears in a bucket, fuck it.
Yes, that is one of my favorite lines in the movie. I love when he says that, and then he, like, breaks the record over his head. So good. And even the dad, though, the dad and the wife are Sydney's, parents, and when they get home, he's like, "You know I hate to be sucker punched. You've tried it a few times."
Yeah. Oh my god. So back at that party,
Mhm.
of course, they do get into a rap battle. And kid does better.
He absolutely nailed that. Mhm.
Yeah, and I forget the name of the guy who does it now. Gosh, I was gonna remember this. Keeps bumping the table.
That's Daryl Chill Smith, because
Yeah.
he's in a wheelchair in real life now.
Oh. I didn't know
Mm,
that.
mhm. I wanna
Okay.
say he got in a motorcycle accident, and has been paralyzed and in a wheelchair ever since that.
It's horrible.
Mhm.
But he keeps bumping the table and he's like, "I did you a favor."
Yep, he's like, "You call that mixing?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, we must talk about the dance.
Ah, yes. It
Iconic.
brings me so much joy, it really does.
Oh, and you know what's so great is now that I watched this on YouTube,
Yeah.
and now my algorithm's throwing me all kinds of house party shorts, and I'm seeing that dance everywhere.
Yes.
And well, the first dance is when Sydney and Shireen, they're dancing with the 2 guys, but they're really not dancing with the 2 guys, and then they get
Oh, yeah.
frustrated.
Yes.
I love their friendship.
It was so amazing. I feel like every girl just needs, like, a good homegirl that she could talk to and joke with and just have joy with, you know? And also check each other because it's like you were coming for my man and I thought you weren't really feeling him like that. So they could also have an honest conversation.
True. But then they all start doing that dance competition thingy, the dance off,
Yes.
and it starts with Kid,
Mhm.
and Kid is the guy that everybody likes, but they don't know why.
I agree. It's just like there's something about him and you can't figure out what it is.
Hey, you, I think he's just underneath all of it, a good person.
I think so too because even when him and Sydney, are about to get into it, I love that they practice safe sex. And when he was telling his friends, corny ass play was clowning him. He's like, that's her problem. She has to figure that out. And I'm like, wrong attitude.
I wanted to slap the shit out of him when he said that.
Same, same.
Yeah. But also before he left his house and his dad was like, I want to spend time with you. You can tell he really felt bad. And
I
then
agree.
when his dad fell asleep because he's working so hard, took his shoes
Yes.
off,
Mm-hmm.
he was caring.
He was. He's a good person. Yeah.
The play, the one you had a crush on, I don't know what was wrong with you back then.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna say I was shallow and I liked the way he looked. I wasn't paying attention to his actions. His actions are trash. He's an F boy.
He's your what I would call my Marky Mark. That's yours.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you want to talk about the dance off?
Yes, the dance off. Okay, so it starts with the drunk guy. I cannot remember that man's name in the movie, but he's asking Kid to show him the dance move that he was doing on the dance
Yeah.
floor. So Kid starts doing it, and Sydney is behind him, and she's like, "Shireen, look at this." So they're like kind of clowning him. And he's like, "You can't do it." So then they're like, "Oh, you better come on." So they all go out on the floor, and the drunk guy hangs in a little bit, but that one final spin, he ends up on the ground. So then Play comes in to dance with his friend, moves the girls to the side. I love that dance. I always wanted to learn where Kid and Play kick their legs up and then turn around and kick their legs back behind each other. I always wanted to learn that, but I never had anybody to do it with me.
I have seen, and you may have seen this too, fairly recently, they had I think they were together on the I Love the '90s tour,
Mhm.
and they recreated that.
Oh, I need to watch
I need
that.
to find where I saw that YouTube short. I'll try to send it to you
Yeah,
because
send it to me.
even though they are older, oh, somebody said it looked like the older uncles at a cookout teaching the youngins.
And that's true. They're not young men
No,
anymore.
they're not.
They have aged.
Do you remember the dad was trying to be sympathetic, and I don't think that's his strong suit, okay?
Yes.
Okay. And he was
Yeah.
trying to be like a there patting kind of situation, and he went to pat him on the head, and he was, like, awkwardly moving his hand to his shoulder instead.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I loved it, and then I also wrote this down on my notes. So when Kid gets into that, argument in the cafeteria and they go to the principal's office, and the principal is like, "Now can you tell me why in God's name you would refer to his mother as a garden tool?"
Oh my gosh.
And Kid and the guy just look at each other like, "What the hell? What the helly?" Mhm.
You know I'm a lot older, okay? But I try so hard. Well, I don't even
Yes.
try. I'm open to learning new things.
Yes.
Therefore, I don't think I'm as obsolete, irrelevant as
Yes,
some.
I agree.
Thank
Y
you. It's a big deal
yeah.
for me.
You would know that him calling his mom a hoe, he was not referring to the garden tool, sweetie.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That
Yeah.
was just unbelievable. And you would think working in an education setting like that you would know.
Yes, especially it looked like that was an urban school. You need to keep up with the lingo to know what these kids are saying.
Yeah, you would think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
Gosh
you'd
dang.
hope, but mm.
You talked about them having or trying to have safe sex. Do you remember when he pulled the condom out?
Oh my god, and it was lusty and crusty.
Dry rotted, I think it's a technical term
Yes.
there.
Yeah, obviously that's been in there a while. Oh, and I love when her parents come home and he's like, "I don't know whether to run or to look," and she's like, "You better hurry up."
I couldn't believe she said that. I mean, it was so funny,
Yes,
but I'd be like,
yes,
"Get your ass out the window."
yes, leave right now. And then the poor dog, the dog ends up in the grill, and I'm like, "I hope somebody found that dog."
You too? I was
Yes,
concerned about the
same.
dog.
I absolutely was.
Actually, that's
I'm
one
an
part of the movie I don't like.
you coulda just left the dog and just ran. You didn't have to
Exactly,
put that dog in that grill like that.
because that dog is only a little yip yip dog, it's not gonna run far.
No, absolutely not.
And I was also thinking it's going to bark more being in a grill.
Yeah, I would,
Yeah,
but he didn't he
gosh.
didn't he didn't think that through.
No, teenage boy.
Yeah,
Teenage boy, yeah.
he was running off of hormones and fear.
Yeah. There's that saying, I'm sure you've heard, "Young, dumb, and full of cum."
Yep,
It
that
was
was
him.
him.
Yep.
Yep.
Gosh. Yeah, what was it? The dad said, "I'm wearing the pants and the apron."
Yeah, because he has to be the mom and the dad.
I feel kinda owed, though. I do feel owed, like, I'm watching this and I'm, like, all for the dad now.
Yeah.
It's so weird when that happens. Same thing happened when I watched, Dirty Dancing again. Have you ever watched that?
I've never watched it the whole way through. Yeah.
We must change that. But
Alright.
at first, when I was young watching, I was like, "Gosh, this dad is just a downer." And now I'm
Yeah.
like, "That dad should have beat her butt for this." You
Mhm.
know?
Yeah. I feel like once you are older yourself and you go through life experiences, then you're able to reflect and be like, I get what my parent was trying to do. I hated it as a teenager. I felt like they were trying to take my freedom. But looking back, I'm glad those boundaries were there because you see your peers who didn't have boundaries and like some of their lives didn't end up well.
I think where some parents, and this father included, mess
Mhm.
up is they don't communicate why the boundaries are necessary.
That part.
Now, I'm not saying you need to have a conference with your kid and get their opinion and all that. I'm not saying treat them like an equal
Right.
in the power sense. I mean, I'm saying they need to know it comes from a place of love.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I think so. I do think affection was not his strong suit.
No, he was more rough around the edges kind of dad for sure. But he was definitely doing his best.
Well, I did write something else down. Arsenio Hall. Did you ever watch the Arsenio Hall show?
I've seen a couple of episodes.
Okay. So, the guy, well, Play, was giving Arsenio Hall vibes. Strong.
I could see that.
Yeah. With
I could see that
the
now.
jacket and everything. It
Yeah.
was oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
So, obviously, I loved it.
Absolutely. I it's one of my movies that's on repeat. I watch it a few times a year. And I was thinking about this. It's one of the few black teen movies that I can think of. I can't think of too many more like black teen movies that we have.
I don't know.
You know? I'm
Yeah.
gonna have I wanna do some research and give it some more thought, but it was also another movie where generally it was just a happy feel-good movie. I feel like a lot of black movies are, about struggling with drugs or somebody dying or something like this, and this was just like a feel-good, true feel-good movie.
Another thing is that even though, yeah, the fashion has aged, even though
Yeah.
I truly appreciate that, I
Yeah.
love that era, um,
Yes.
the story doesn't get old.
No. No.
I mean, you can watch this probably 20 years from now and still love it.
Agree, and I feel like it's still relatable because kids are always gonna be sneaking out their parents' house to try to go to have a party and be with their friends. Yeah, so I feel like this movie will always be relevant. Now, the other 3 house parties, I was not a fan, so I only watched this one.
I was really reluctant to even try watching that, so I'm glad you told me. I don't think we should try to recreate such greatness.
Same. I feel like one movie is just enough. I kinda feel like that about Hangover. The first one was fine, we didn't need 2 more.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Let it be, let it rest, let it be a legend.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you are picking next week's movie.
Yes, and we almost picked this same movie,
I
so
know.
I love that, I think that's hilarious.
I've actually never
Uh,
seen it, by the way.
you've never seen
I've
it?
always wanted to, but I've never
Oh,
seen it.
okay. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it next week then.
Yeah.
So, this movie that we're picking, it's free on Tubi for folks to watch, and the quote that I'm picking from it is, "What is he going to braid her scalp?"
Mm,
Yeah.
okay. I'm excited about this.
Yes,
And I'm excited
yes.
we got to watch a good movie this time because 'cause we've had some duds.
Yes, we have, we
Yeah.
have. We circled back, you picked a great movie,
Thank
so
you.
shout out to you.
Okay. All right, guys. See y'all later.
Yes, bye.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Generational Yap podcast. We love having you here to talk culture, nostalgia, and to share our hot takes. Follow us on all the socials at the Generational Yap so you don't miss the conversations. As always, let's yap, y'all.